So, hey, Tom, how about we talk about the spot price today? A lot of people get confused about that.
Okay, yeah, it's a big source of confusion, and a lot of people talking now on the web. And I mean, the more educated silver and gold buyers get, the better, because I find the more educated you get, the more you buy it. So, um, the spot price. Well, the history of the spot price is interesting. I don't know. I'm not the world's foremost expert on it, but I do know that it used to be set up until about 20 years ago. It used to actually be decided by two men. Uh, that sat down every day at 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock and decided the price of gold. Literally, they'd sit down and make a decision what it was going to be. Now it's decided by an algorithm. So what the inputs are, I'm not sure, but I'm sure there's a complex number of inputs that go into it to decide what the spot price is. So you can find the spot price on most bullion sellers, or just look it up online. Look up spot price, and you'll find a number of websites displaying it. But it's kind of the benchmark rate. Yeah, there's an example right there at the top
Including
of our header.
ourselves.
Yeah,
Yeah.
including us. So right now you can see gold is 2679.27, down 36.13, and silver is 30.75, down 28 cents. So you can track this, and the spot price moves constantly, folks. So you understand, it's always moving. Right now it's moving, even though you don't see it changing on our site. It's the reason is it's a data feed. It's an internet data feed that comes out of the London Bullion Market Association, and it's fed all around the world, and we can pay for a data stream. So the more you pay, the faster your updates. So that's how the spot price kind of works in the mechanics of it.
Right. And we're gonna I find that too, like people get confused with they'll ask, what's your premium over spot? And they don't understand, why can't I buy my silver at spot? How come you're charging a premium? I don't understand this. And it is confusing for people.
It is. I mean, when you come into this industry, it's not like there's some handbook that people give you that says, here's all the basics and things you have to understand to be a metals buyer. So we have to do it manually with each individual. So um, the spot price is really kind of like a benchmark rate that the industry uses as a standard for pricing. Now, that's a paper price. You can deliver a piece of paper with price exposure to silver or gold for very, very low cost. But you can't dig up physical silver and physical gold at a low cost. So I jokingly say to people, look, if you want to rationalize the premium for yourself, the best way is to say, better I pay the premium than dig it up myself. That really puts in it, because really what you're doing with that premium is, if you want to reduce it down to basic simplicity, is you're paying someone else to dig it up for you so that you can just come and drop your cash down and take it home. If you want to dig it yourself, you can save the premium. Sounds like a smart alecky thing to say, but and I often do say it with a bit of a smart alecky joking tone, but I mean it in all seriousness. In reality, if you don't want to dig up your own silver, you're going to have to pay somebody else, and that's really what the premium is reflecting. People will argue that and say, no, it's all this. Yeah, it's a lot of things, it's a lot of details, but in reality, it's reflecting the cost of digging it up.
And that's basically the paper market also, right? Like that's the paper price to buy it
Yes.
in a stock.
Yeah, you can buy price exposure to silver. You can go buy SLV, the big exchange traded fund, and get price exposure, but you're never taking any silver home, despite them saying they store silver or whatever they claim. You're not taking any silver home from that investment. And even though you may be able to at this point, trust me, they've sold that silver a number of times fractionally to other people, I'm willing to bet. And
Yeah.
so when the music stops, there won't be enough chairs to sit in. Same old musical chairs game. In my opinion, I can't prove that, but I suspect that's what we're going to find out.
Yeah. And so basically here you see a Buffalo round, and it's 38.71, but the spot price is 30.71. So
That's
you
correct.
get $8 more. And that's why, everybody. That's why. Hope you
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah, that's where we're at with metals right now. So there's a cost to owning everything, folks, and the cost to owning silver and gold is the premium. Now, the premiums can disappear over time as silver and gold raise in price, but in my opinion, and this is a far bigger dialogue, I'll often say to people, price is really, the only time price is important is in the moment, at the transactional moment, because dollars, the things that we use to measure price, they're not effective at measuring value over time. So we have to And like I said, I don't want to get into a big dialogue about why price isn't that important. That's much longer conversation or several conversations for other videos. But suffice it to say, the price is really not mainly important for how many ounces you get. After that, it's less important. But as I say, we'll talk about that more later. That's a rabbit hole. Now, you say to people price isn't important, like I can just see their brains turning inside out. So, what do you mean price isn't important? Of course it is. Yeah, there's a number of caveats that you have to throw in there to understand. Price is important, but it isn't the main factor. There's so many other things involved in owning precious metals that are so much more important, and we never talk about them. But yeah, that's a segue into another video on what are the more important things that we should be talking about. We'll get into that soon.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, folks, for listening. Take care. Have a great day.